Okay, so welcome back to part 4 of my one-part series, an FTL tutorial into Easy Mode Advanced Edition turned off. I'm Crow Ravel. So this portion of the video will be dealing with multiple strategies in taking down the Flagship. My plan, I don't know how viable this is to show different ways on different phases to take the Flagship down in a single run. Show you different ideas. The trick is running away from the Flagship and then running back to it does reset it. You have to get the Flagship to actually run away to advance into the 3 phases of the fight. So not exactly 100% sure how well this is going to work. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So when we last left, we are now in Sector 8. Here is the Flagship coming right at us. Normal strategy is to just wait at the base. The reason you typically wait at the base, it has to do with setting up Phase 3 of the Flagship fight. Phase 3 of the Flagship fight is often regarded as one of the hardest phases of the Flagship fight. Each one is varying degrees depending on your build. The main problem with Phase 3, though, is that the Flagship will have a teleporter, and the Flagship has like 10 crew that they can teleport on board your ship. So the sort of known as the kidnap or push-off strat, and I'll sort of discuss it now. I'm not sure if we'll be able to pull it off, is that you would stay at the base for Phase 1, stay at the base for Phase 2, and then Phase 3 you actually jump into the Flagship as it's going away from the base. And what that allows you to do is that you can take on as many boarders as you can deal with, or have perhaps a bad fight, and the base provides a safe jump that you can always go back to. So we're going to instead take the Flagship fight right here. I'm then going to run away, join it again, try and fight Phase 1 a couple times, see if I can do it at least twice. So the first time we're going to do the Flagship fight, I'm going to use boarding strategies, which are very effective. As we shall see. Okay, so we're just going to hit wait and the Flagship will come to us. Okay, this is it, the Rebel Flagship. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Okay, so clearly this ship is much harder looking than any of the other ships we face. It uses way more power, has way more crew, more weapons, everything. Also, the game devs have decided that they are going to take away our sensors so we can't see how it manages power. So let's go over the Flagship in Phase 1. This is an ion cannon. It fires 3 1-damage ion blasts. It has a 3 power system, so like all the other weapons do, but actually only requires 1 power bar to run. So that means that each one of these weapons actually has 2 buffer points before it goes offline. This is a laser cannon, so it'll fire 3 1-damage lasers. This is a missile launcher. It fires 3 1-damage missiles, and unlike all the other ships in the game, the Flagship does not run out of missiles. And this is a halberd beam, so 2-damage beam weapon. Now the ship only has level 3 shields, so we're going to have to deal 6 damage to take the shields offline. It has a level 2 cloak, as well as a door system, level 3 med bay, a level 3 piloting, so even if we remove the pilot, it'll still have 80% of its normal level of evasion. But it also only has level 2 engines, so it's not very good at evading our shots. Okay, so my plan right now is to board into the ship and try to kill off all their crew, except the guy here in the laser cannon. The reason we do this is if we kill all the crew, an AI takes over the ship. While it will leave the oxygen on, the AI will be able to repair all the station's any damaged parts at the same time. That's normally best to be avoided. So if we leave this person alive, they actually remain throughout the flagship fight, because phase 1, the left side of the ship falls off, and then in phase 2, the right side of the ship falls off. So we just leave this individual here, and it's fine. Our main target is the missiles. This is easily the most dangerous part of the flagship fight. 3-1 damage missiles. So my plan is we're going to board in here, kill this crew member, take this weapon system down, and then they won't be able to repair it for that fight. And then in subsequent phases of the flagship fight, we just have to do 3 damage to it, and the missile system goes offline. It won't be able to repair it. Alright, but it's going to cloak right off the bat, and then we'll cloak the missiles. We'll go ahead and use level 3 teleporter to make this go as fast as possible. Alright, so we board. Go ahead, cloak the missiles. Now we could be really aggressive here and shoot down the system as well to ensure that the missiles are offline, which we actually are going to do. So we're going to fire 5 projectiles even at our own crew. No, wait, that'll actually kill them. Nope, it's fine. Just kidding. We'll let them be. And these 2 crew that we already sent over here will now board into the ion weapon. Alright, and we're just going to let them go. We could put up the defense drone to deal with the incoming missiles. Sure, why not? If you don't have a drone system, that's okay. The missiles, again, will hit random parts of the ship. And for the most part, we're doing all the damage we need to do right now with just the crew hitting the systems. So go ahead and also just take this system offline because we can. It's gonna cloak. Teleporter all the way off. Evasion, we're gonna maximize now. We could actually small bomb here. There's a good chance it's going to land. Again, the ship is operating only with about 20% evasion. Alright, and missile system down. That can't come back up. Okay, well, let's go ahead and bring those crew members back. Okay, I'm going to cloak now just to avoid those weapons firing with our shields getting hit by almost every one of those ions. And that's evading those shots as well. We'll heal up. Don't need the defense drone online anymore because we just took down the missile system. Fun fact, all crew do the exact kind of damage to systems. So the NG actually deals the exact kind of damage, or deals damage as fast to a system as a Mantis does. Did you guys actually heal up? Close enough. We have one already fairly beat up crew member. Gonna have to wait. Okay, so once they take this system down, we are now 100% completely safe. As long as we have 3 shields up, this weapon is unable to actually kill us. Alright. so let's go ahead, heal up those crew members. Okay, those are two sort of fighting boarders. Now, to kill the rest of the crew, we're gonna have to take their medbay offline. So we're gonna hit... That's sort of the reason we didn't want to do... it was okay, we have a lot of hull to play with, but you have to be careful. We want to do damage to this without taking its hull completely down, because then if they die, we won't be able to... Yeah. If we destroy the ship, then we can't kill off the crew. So let's try and take this medbay down. Oh, it cloaked. That's fine. We can wait. Again, we're completely, totally safe. Cloaking is a 20-second cooldown. Okay, it's now offline. We will go ahead and board with our two crew. Unfortunately, they're going to come up with 3, so we want our backup crew in position. Their crew isn't trained. Okay, they cloaked. This is fine. This is why it really helps having trained crew, particularly a Mantis. The Mantis just annihilates enemy crew. Alright, they brought in someone else. Oh, don't make me lose crew. Okay, let's just beam everyone back. That's fine. We got a crew kill. We'll just small bomb as we leave. Okay, they can go heal up. No, not my two healthy ones. Yeah, this is a lot easier when you actually have, like I said, Mantis or Rocks. They can absorb all the damage we need them to. Missed. Okay. Timing is a little bit tricky because of all the cloaking that it can do. So we kind of waited too long with our weapon setup. We also could just, another strategy is just damaging their doors, and then we can move around the ship and we kite them until we can get a 4-person on 4-person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just damage the weapons while they're away from it. Okay, yes, let's go ahead and board immediately into, As the sound strategy is just going to take a long time. Our small bomb doesn't actually do hull damage, so gonna wait till I can hopefully small bomb them. It's okay. Again, we can totally be patient. Oh, that started fire. That's really strong. So if we had a rock man, that would be even better. Let's see, how much health are they at? 31. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and small bomb them since they're below 30 health on some cases. That will kill 2 crew. Cool, all the crew has been pulled. There's still a fire. That's gonna take some work to get down. It slows down the repairs. Okay, let's move you two aside. So as soon as they get that fire down, we can beam across. Yeah, their crew is really hurting right now. Here we go. Short cooldown time for our teleporter. Alright. And just like that, we've now eliminated all the crew on the ship. while being completely 100% safe. We could very easily now just have our crew destroy these shields. Take the shields down, and we'll have victory. Leave them open, completely exposed to our weapons. We could also just use the beam drone at that point once their shield system is totally down. That's rude. They shot down our drone that we weren't using. It's just kind of cool because we're at least getting some training. A little bit nice. Alright, yeah. So we got their shield system down, completely exposed. This fight is over. Okay, so let's go heal up our crew. I'm now going to jump away. And what I'm hoping is that it essentially resets the flagship fight and we have to do phase 1 all over again. Except that time, the next time we're not going to board. Virus never got assigned a job. That's fine. Okay. Not exactly sure what flagship's going to land, so we'll just hit this point here. Yep, too dangerous. We don't want to explode the asteroid field. Alright, so the flagship is heading here. Let's go ahead and meet the flagship. So this time we're just going to do straight weapons damage. Okay, yay, everyone's back alive. Alright, so phase 1, part 2. Again, we want to take down this system the most, because that's the one that deals us the most points of damage, because it ignores our shields. In order to do that, we need to deal 7 damage to this room. 3 damage will take it offline, and the extra 4 damage will kill the crew member, because 7 times 15 is 105. So again, it's going to cloak. Now what I want to actually do is small bomb the engines. If it lands, the rest of our shots become guaranteed because there's only level 2 engines. Still, we're going to hit this with everything we can, as well as cut the halberd beam from the piloting through here, like so. That's what our halberd beam is going to look like. It's only going to do 6 damage, but it should knock down 1 shield bubble. 2 damage to this, plus all the other weapons should take this offline, kill the crew member, keep it offline permanently. Okay, we'll go ahead and cloak the missiles. I also wouldn't be wrong to just directly small bomb into the room. Okay, so with 3 shields, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, now wait. That's actually not enough. That's not our full 7, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that is actually not going to get the kill right off the bat unless we start a fire. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Just knocking the missiles offline would still be a strong play. Alright, so we did get the fire. Dead. Missile systems offline. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, we could small bomb engines here. So now we see their evasion is now 0, and we can rip them apart with our weapons any way you want to. It was poorly timed, but that's okay. our cloak's up, so in case if we get hit by too many ions or projectiles from this gun, we can cloak. And I feel it's pretty obvious right now we're going to win this fight in Phase 1 without actually having to, you know, completely annihilate the ship. Yeah. Our halberd beam, if we timed that better, would be able to finish them off. Oh, the repair station went. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, so let's hop. I'm trying to think if there's a third way that I can actually kill the flagship. Yeah, I guess boarding threats and weapons threats are really the only two I have. I guess we could try fire beam. Okay, so this would be risky trying fire beam here. I'm not very familiar with it. So we arrive at the Federation base. Flagship is hot on our trail. Okay, now this takes 20 seconds, so we actually wouldn't be able to really use it on the first cloak. Again, the fire beam would be used to killing off a enemy crew to make the Phase 3 a lot safer. Actually, sure, I want to do this. Alright. Let's give it a try. Okay, we're just going to wait. Phase 1, take 3. You cloak. Again, just should totally take the missile system down. You should have other weapons other than the fire beam. Okay, he's at 40 health, 3 more hits to officially kill. The reason I didn't use the fire beam takes 20 seconds to charge, and this thing cloaks like every 20 seconds, so we wouldn't be able to maximize our beam during the first volley anyways. Okay. And let's go ahead and set as much stuff on fire as we can. Wow, that only started 2 fires? That's awful. Okay, take down the med bay. Okay, I'm not impressed with the fire beam yet again. It has to start way more than 2 fires. Alright, we'll give it another chance. Worst case scenario is we just, I really don't want to do crew kills because I sort of want to show the boarding strats, or the, okay, way more fires. Definitely better. I think we'd still have to take the medbay offline to get crew kills here. This might actually only be viable in Advanced Edition with hacking. Oh, okay, well, we actually did get their shield system down. That's cool. Okay, we're just gonna start a bunch of fires now, because why not? I mean, see, once we got the missile system down, we were actually high evasion, 4 shields. Very difficult for the ship to actually hurt us. They can't even repair things now. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and finish them off. Okay, so we now actually finally made it all the way through phase 1. So we see how teleporting strats are really strong and getting crew kills, straight up weapon damage, at least taking down the missile system makes us relatively safe. And apparently you can sort of kind of maybe fire beam and get a couple kills. Probably not advisable though. Okay. Let's switch that back to something that's actually good. Okay, so now we're actually going to wait here at the flagship fight for it to come back to us. We're just going to do weapon kills the rest of the way. We wait, though. We do actually want to wait for the flagship to come back. Again, this is to set up phase 3 of the flagship fight. Okay, you chase down the flagship by staying right where we were, and discover it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready to a fight. Okay, so we see that the crew kills actually stayed there, a lot less crew to deal with. And most importantly, that the person and missiles is now gone. So once we do 3 damage to the missile system, it's done for that phase of the fight. Now it has lost its cloaking and its door system. What it has picked up is a very substantial drone system. There will be a combat beam drone, a combat, there's a level 1 beam drone, a combat drone 1. There's also, I believe, a defense drone and should be a boarding drone. Okay, we'll pause right off the bat, hit continue. So this is like an 8-power drone system, plus there is an event in which a lot of drones swarms our ship. So we're going to set up the defense drone, turn that on. And hopefully that's going to shoot down the boarding drone. But our first goal is just to quickly take this missile system offline. Go drone, don't let me down. Let's actually just preemptively open up the doors. We're going to send our human and mantis to deal with the boarding drone if it does get past our defense drone. Now, we actually don't want to cloak the first wave of missiles. What's better is to cloak the swarm of drones, though our evasion shields make it fairly safe. Okay, Alright, so I apparently had a misclick there. That's okay. We are dealt 2 damage to it. Hopefully Hover Beam does 3. Alright, and missile system's offline anyways. Fantastic. Alright, here's the event. I could cloak, and you typically would want to cloak this event early. It helps with the timing. So like you almost want to cloak just before the surge comes. So like right now would be a great time to cloak. I'm going to leave it up though, just to show that you don't always, need cloaking to actually win this fight. Should be okay with our 4 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6 attacking. Almost counted my halberd beam as a drone. And there are 2 ready already here. Now, it's worth noting that the drones that are created during this event one, they're seeded, so every time this event occurs during this fight, the same types of drones will attack us, so we'll get the exact same number of combat and same number of beam drones. As well as damaging the drone system does not stop the event. It's more like a pulsar or solar flare, so even if we completely destroyed the drone system, this event would still happen. Now, that being said, still doing a lot of damage to their drone system is a strong defense. Just to take their 2 drones out, it'll make the fight again that much safer. So let's go ahead and do that. See, the drones and this blast firing all at the same time. Very sketchy, very scary. We had a couple more misses there. That's okay. We'll do at least 3 damage to the drone system. And it went away. So our evasion and our shields held up just fine. Didn't actually need a cloak. They're actually evading pretty high. Phase 2, the flagship fight, their engines do improve to level 3. I see they're actually not attacking us with a beam drone. There it is. I just got outside of it. The first drone it takes offline, I believe, is the boarding drone. So that's like a 3-power boarding drone, or 2-power. I think it's a cheater drone. The other problem is we're actually only firing 5 projectiles. That's not a ton of projectiles. Okay, that's cool. What would probably be more effective is we just shot at their shields. But this strategy on hard mode is actually really strong because the drone swarm, it has more drones. Okay. I'm gonna jump away and go. Let's see, if I jump away, I can jump back and we'll restart the phase again. That's fine. We'll actually use cloaking and other things. Alright, Rebel Fleet has found you. Yeah, so this is a dive of sorts. Ooh, okay. So the ASBs do exist in Zone 8. That is a ton of missiles. This is actually almost a scarier fight than the flagship. Alright, so what we want to do is actually cloak this ASB. That'll be a warning when it's about to happen. Hopefully this shoots down the missiles from this ship. We see it has 8 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 9 power in weapons? Really? No, okay. Yeah, okay. So we see how diving in Sector 8 has some very, very cheatery ships. Still should be okay. That's cool. I don't think we got to see an ASB event before, so drone shoots down that missile, like a good drone should. Hopefully we knock down its evasion. Didn't. Okay, I'm counting on you, drone, to not let me down here. This drone is not actually guaranteed to shoot down missiles. I know we talked about it in a previous video, but if you've sort of skipped ahead to here, like if a missile comes to the right side of the left side of the ship while it's on the right side, there is a chance it will miss. And on bigger ships, it's that much more likely to miss. Alright, so we could totally jump away from this fight. We're only going to get a single fuel, even if we do win. You can see these little ASBs shooting by. We've got the warning. Now would be a really good time to cloak. Hopefully we didn't mistime that. Yeah, there's the miss. We're good to go. Uh-oh, I think it fired 2 missiles at once. Oh, that was a little bit sketchy. So I hesitate to actually just jump back to the flagship fight. The reason is this cloak cooldown time is still going to be cooling down once I go to the flagship fight, and I kind of do want it up before we get there. So we're going to endure as long as we can. Okay. ASB is coming. Don't want to get shot by that. Yeah, so we have 2 turns to get back to the base before the flagship destroys it. Hello again. Alright, this time we're just going to do straight dunking to the weapons and shields, take it offline as fast as possible. I guess taking out the drone control just seems a lot weaker and slower, particularly because we don't have as many projectiles. That's alright. Okay, defense drone up. So all the drones got reset. They're going to come back with their boarding drone. Shoot it out of the sky. Alright, again, I managed to be a little bit early again, but that's now offline. That cloak was way early. Alright, we got boarded. Open up the doors. Mantis is already there, on the job, like a boss. Okay, this time we're going to be a little bit patient with our weapons. Lots of things going on, seems very scary. So I think the most rooms we can hit, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this fight. Just go ahead for maximum dunkage here. Cloak under the drones. Alright, caused another breach. This one's repaired. So if there's 2 breaches, venting the ship does not work, no matter how big it is. With level 2 oxygen. We can actually just send the NG in there, so it's a 4-person room. Alright. And Flagship's going to jump away yet again. We actually are getting scrap every fight, so about 20 scrap. Seemed like we got 30 scrap that time, though. Go ahead, heal up crew. Okay, so now we do, like I said, we're going to jump into the flagship here. Let's see, 67 scrap. Can we even buy anything with that? Nope. Alright. You're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleport as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared, this is it. Alright, so we see that the drone system is gone. It now has a Zoltan shield, but instead of taking 5 damage, this takes 10 shots to take down. It also has upgraded its engines to 6, I believe, for this fight. And the event it's talking about, instead of drones, it will fire a bunch of projectiles, 1 damage lasers. I believe it's 6. I don't know, the wiki has had some wrong information on this ship before, so... again, we're just going to... So what we're going to do is turn on our beam drone. We got it just for this occasion. The beam drone will make fairly quick work of the Zoltan shield since it never misses. Alright, so go ahead and get beam drone online to start doing its job. Essentially, we just auto-fire everything, and it's going to start boarding us with its crew. Okay, 2 boarders, alright. we can go ahead, send the Mantis in to help out there. Let's pull the human out for a bit. There's no point in him 2v1ing. He's not gonna win that fight. Alright, so 1v2. Beam drone doing its job. So what you normally want to do is cloak under the event, not for the missiles. We have enough, so let's go ahead and get the defense drone online too. Hope it does its job. Okay, defense drone did its job, plus high evasion. Double checking, making sure we win these fights. Alright, so we're boarded again. It's terrifying. Go the NG to absorb that. That's all the borders they have. And we now see that their Zoltan shield has been taken down. Beam drone's done a heck of a job. So if we were like more so concerned with just taking on borders, we could just power up the engines. It probably would be full right now. We could just jump back to the base. Let's switch you out for a healthy human. Okay, so right when you heard that sound, that's the good time to cloak. Now we just switched out our engines person. So, do actually want to maximize, yeah, drone's not doing anything. Maximize our evasion, so we have to compensate for the lack of skill. Okay, still haven't taken damage. Once again, this person's trying to join their 2 crew members. They're about to get murdered. Okay. Everything at the missile. And say we just don't like this fight. See how the base isn't taken over, so we'll just go right back to that base. You know, we didn't have to deal with that many borders because we did such an awesome job killing them in phases, particularly when we boarded them. You're going to be a little slow there. We can just send the Zoltan in to help out. So now it's nice that we could just use all of our crew and whatever anti-boarding threats that we have just to take care of the borders without, you know, worrying about the flagship bearing down on us. And of course, it is going to reset the super shield. Ooh, we might need some oxygen. Maximize healing. Shouldn't need the med bay. We couldn't deboard also while the Zoltan shield is up. It's alright. Alright, not certain. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Beam drone go. Auto fire on. Oh, they're actually going to board the pilot? That's right, because as long as this crew there. For some reason, they think that's piloting. So this is even better for us. Now its evasion will be slightly worse because they only have the level 3 piloting. Okay, they boarded indoors. Mantis, NG, go. So if we were really light on power, what we could do... Okay, we could turn off the defense drone and just maximize our evasion for this part. Again, I'm not using cloaking. We shouldn't need to use cloaking. It's going to be kind of sad that there's a possibility that we fought this 6 different times. Yeah, we've done phase 3 3 times, phase 2, and now this phase twice. We just like get a little bit we get damage on the end. That's okay. It's really unlikely that we actually don't take damage during the flagship fight. Did they just... Okay, no. For a second there, I lost track of my drone. I saw the 2 here, and I thought, like, did it just randomly blow up? Ooh, high evasion and a defense drone doing its job again. Halberd beam quickly disabling. Alright, you're fully trained, so what we're actually going to do, we're going to send you into engines, you here. And teleport them into piloting. Because every damage they do to piloting before we fire, it is that less going to reduce their evasion. Okay, we can cloak this. Oxygen level's still fine. All the shots we can get in. So this is sort of our moment of truth here, if we're going to take any damage during this fight or not. Oh, super lucky. Cool, missile system is now down. Piloting is down. Don't be rude and leave your crew over on a dying ship. Bring them back. So all those shots are going to hit. That should come offline. And Halberd beam for 4 runes. Perfectly timed the event. Cloak again. Beam drone took 1 for the team. And there we go. Alright, so that's going to end, wow, this fairly lengthy tutorial. It's going to be a lot shorter. Thank you for anyone who stuck it through till the end. Again, hope you found it informative. I do think a lot of people who will find at least the flagship fight stuff particularly interesting. Alright, so let's see what that final score is. Congratulations, you defeated the flagship. 4358. We collected 2,548 scrap, defeated 4 ships, 101 beacons. Okay, so good fight. That is going to end the tutorial. Don't know if I'll do one for Advanced Edition or just do Advanced Edition strats on the flagship fight for Easy Mode, because that fight is significantly different. It actually has 4 shields, hacking in Phase 1 and mind control in Phase 3. But anyways, that should give you a pretty good, thorough guide, I feel, in becoming, fluent in FTL. Best of luck to you in the game. Again, thank you for watching.